Hello to all my friends out there. So I've been making tasty bagel sandwiches, but I was thinking, you can make a sandwich with bread, and the bread is only 4 cents to 8 cents a piece or less if you make it. And these bagels are costing 25 cents. I wonder if there's any way I can make one. Well, it turns out, of course, they're not too difficult to make. This is the first batch I have ever made. So first I'm going to make the tasty bagel sandwiches that I've been making that led me to want to make my own bagels. Okay, so you get a bagel. Once you see how easy they are to make, there's really no good reason for paying 25 cents. They're super easy to make. This is well, I made 4. My son ate 2. I could have easily eaten 2, but I wanted to save 1 for the video. So what I like is, I like to make these bagel sandwiches. So let me show you the inside of my bagel. Look. The way we ate them was I toasted them with cream cheese. And so then I piled my refrigerator full of salami. One of the women I followed, TJ Prepper, you guys should check out that channel. She said her family really likes, I buy this at Dollar Tree, likes hot meals. And I thought, yeah, really that's true, especially in the winter time. And so then now I have 2 kinds of cheese, good cheese. But the one that I really like is this cranberry habanero, and this will taste really, really good on my sandwich. Here's a nice little piece that cracked off. I'll be taking a little trip over to Grocery Outlet. So, if you have cheese, if you have milk, if you have yogurt, and you have bagels, and you have lunch meat in your freezer, a lot of times lunch meat and cheese goes on sale. That's the time to buy it. So I want to get quite a bit of cheese on my sandwich. And this is why I like this sandwich, because it's a substantial sandwich, You could grate it if you have grated cheese, or you could grate it yourself. The good cheese, if you get the good cheese marked down, so you can see this is going to be a pretty substantial sandwich. They have 5 ounces of cheese at Dollar Tree for $1, and that is not bad cheese, and that's the rock bottom on cheese. That'd be 10 ounces for $2. Just because I'm being frugal all year doesn't mean I want to suffer. Forget it. That's out of the question. If you're just going to make yourself Dollar Tree, well, let me try to figure out how many pieces. Oh, you get 7 in this, 1 per day. That's good, because I like to eat this every day. So now I have the oven on broil, and I just slip it in the oven. Let me make sure this thing is still going. So I hope everyone is having a happy new year. One of the things I'm doing is I'm buying, the stupid earring. I'm buying a lot of clothes at the thrift store. I have chamomile tea. This is a good one because it's herbal. It's a pretty tea as well. You have to get the hook in you have to get the thing in there's a hole. Okay, so now I want to make a tasty batch of bagels. I want you guys to see how easy it is. All right, now here is the recipe. All you need is 1 cup plain Greek yogurt and 1 cup self-rising flour. Okay, I used regular yogurt because it was on sale at at Vaughn's. And I am going to do an egg wash on my bagel, so I'm going to put the egg white. This is good if you have a lot of, if you buy eggs, at 60 eggs at the beginning of the month. And then since I don't have Greek yogurt, I'm going to add 1/4 cup powdered milk, 1 cup flour, and to make my flour self-rising, 2 teaspoons baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon salt. And then I'm going to brush it with egg yolk, bake 423 to 30 minutes, and then the last 4 to 5 minutes, 450. So it's no special ingredients. And I didn't take my powdered milk out. Let's see if I can get it. Fortunately, I think it's in the door. I hope it is. Yeah, good. If I didn't have a new tripod, that would have been the end of my life. It's still not right. Okay, so I'm going to mix the yogurt, 1 cup yogurt. Here it is. And in the original recipe, this would be Greek yogurt, but I wanted to try this anyway. It's supposed to be plain yogurt. But at Vaughn's, you could get 4 of these for 39 cents each. So I got vanilla, and I already tried the vanilla, and it was good. So then let's see. I want to add my egg white to my yogurt. No wasting. I want to stir this up good because it says don't over stir. When the first time I made this, I could tell by the way that it was mixing up that it was going to probably be successful because I have been a bread maker pretty much all of my life. So now what I want to do is I want to put some dry ingredients in a baggie, because nothing is worse than if you don't get all the baking powder or salt mixed with your flour. And I like gold medal premium. Though Dollar Tree has some pretty good flour. And this couldn't have worked out better because, I stockpiled a lot of flour. Okay. I'm just going to put it in a Ziploc baggie. That's the way I did it this morning, and it worked out really, really good. It was really easy to do. So 1 cup flour and 1 teaspoon baking powder. So, there's no ingredients in this that you're not likely to have in the house. And then 1/4 teaspoon salt. And then, I smell my, ooh, oh no, where's my, I didn't bring a yummy. Boy. Look at this tastiness. And then I usually put mustard on mine. So I have a tasty little bagel, a very hot. Another thing is this is a dirt cheap meal. And that is the whole idea too. Here's the bottom. My bagel sandwich, yummy. And then because I'm not using Greek yogurt, I want to add 1/4 cup. Well, it wasn't a 1/4 cup; it was an 1/8 cup powdered milk to my bagel. It would probably work out okay if you don't have that. So you have 1 cup yogurt. I had Yoplait. I will make my own yogurt when I make this. I will tell you the recipe in a minute. 1/4 cup powdered milk. Well, it's really an eighth cup, or two tablespoons. 1 cup flour, 2 teaspoons baking powder and salt, and then brush with egg yolk. So then what I did was I just shook it up so that it was all combined, because it said don't mix too much. So this way I can mix it up really kind of like a biscuit mix is how I did it. And it worked out really, really good. Look at my delicious bagel sandwich. This is going to be a tasty bagel sandwich. This is why I was going through all that aggravation to find the bagels. Look at this. With my chamomile tea. And then you can put anything you want on top. I didn't get, oh yeah, I did. I can get these bags a lot of times 50% off, and they really come in handy. You can freeze stuff in them too. I didn't sift it or anything. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to stir it around to really kind of moist, like a, you know when you're making biscuits and you're stirring the liquid around to, all you're doing really is you're wetting the flour. You're trying not to really, this is the way I did it, and it worked really, really good. See how I'm just wetting my flour? This is the same way I make a really great biscuit. And if it's a little too wet, and it's not going to be, it's coming out to be a perfect batter again. What you're trying to do is create a big, really like a big wad of dough, is the best way I can describe it, how I'm doing it. I don't know, I put the original recipe on my, okay, so that's all I'm going to stir it, see it? Now I'm just going to take my cutting board that Florence Henderson gave me. I've really been using it, Florence, and it shows it. And then, you know, I'm just going to turn my dough out. And you know how much better you're going to be if you can have yourself some bagels. Also to do with the continental breakfast thing. That's another thing. And this is cheap, especially when you make your own yogurt. I've made tons of videos, yogurt making videos, but I have a lot of new followers. So, see how I'm pretty much keeping my hands off of the dough? You gotta try this. So it's gonna be 4 bagels. Yummy. Okay, now let me, I have a cookie sheet. A lot of people do their baking on parchment, but you know, it's not going to be the same taste. Ooh, that habanero cheese is so good with that salami. And I don't waste any. If there is any left, what I do, okay, so now I just want to make like a bagel, like a little bagel. And then I'm just going to take my thumb and I'm going to make a nice little donut type shape. You know, I think this has something to do, you know, this was the same way when I was making scones. It was like I had made a million scones. Never made a scone in my life, but my family was from Switzerland. I think there's a lot of hereditary pathways. I really do. And I'm telling you, that bagel is good. We could have. I will make them. I'm not going to increase my recipe to like 8. Although you could. Is this thing going? Okay. Because it's highly successful making 4, and I don't want to screw my bagels up. Okay, so here's my bagels. Let me make sure they're showing. Okay, now I'm just going to use an egg wash. I hope you guys try this. I hope you don't ever pay $1 again. So what I did last time that worked really good is I pretty much put the egg wash around on the bagel to make sure each one had some, for one thing. And then, you know, I just shaped them into a bagel shape with my spoon if they were a little bit off. You know, if the price, first of all, you know, since we're saving money, if we find ways to maximize our joy and minimize our spending, you know, if you buy bagel sandwiches out, they're kind of pricey, but you know they're not pricey if you make them at home. So this is bringing the bagel cost way, way down. And then, you know, you can just go in and put a little in here if there's some left. And so, you know, with me, that's only the second time I've made them. So, of course, it will improve. And then I can't slide them in yet because the oven is too hot. But I will in a minute. Okay, so now, here's the recipe again. I think this is pretty much no fail. Now, let me give you my yogurt. Once you get the yogurt recipe, and once you stockpile flour and you stockpile milk, your yogurt, if you get one yogurt, will keep you going. Okay, I usually use evaporated milk, but you can use any kind of milk, and I usually use 24 ounces for a little container like this. So that'd be 12 ounces of evaporated milk, 12 ounces water, and 1 yogurt. Okay, so what you do is you create a warm oven. Just bring a big pan of water to boiling, cover it with like some foil, and slip it into the oven. You don't turn the oven on. You don't need to. Bring your milk to the point of almost boiling. You know how the milk will get bubbles, and hold it there. If you want a firmer yogurt, for about 20 minutes. Turn off the heat and cool to warm, and then add a room temperature yogurt. Stir it around good with a whisk, and then put it in the oven until morning. I usually cover it with foil, and I usually use, let's see, here's the one. And then you'll have all the yogurt you need for your bagels. So, okay, you guys, now you can make yogurt. Now you can make bagels. Now you can get tasty. Let me taste. Maybe this habanero cherry cheese, whatever, tastes horrible. What is this stuff? Cranberry habanero. That is so delicious. This is going to be a lot better than a piece of bread. And it's more nutritious too. It's supposed to be plain yogurt, but if all you can find is vanilla, like Walmart has good yogurt, really good, like 4 of them for $1.38. So this is not hard, you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and God bless you all.